Hello everybody, and it must be spring because the daffodils are out. I've been working quite hard on the plot lately, doing weeding, laying some paths with strulch because it keeps the weeds down. I've done a couple of rows of carrots underneath the netting over there, and cleared another bed down here. I've got all of this space, but I haven't yet really thought about what I'm going to put where. But it's ready to receive whatever it is I decide to put in. Ditto with this bed here. And in here, just for the time being, I've got little baby peas under nets just until I get the next batch in a couple of weeks' time. And then I'll put lots of sticks and string instead, so they've got space to grow. It's just to keep the pigeons off them because they can be a menace at this time of year. My rhubarb is just unbelievable. I've already had 2 pickings off this. It's just bonkers. The black currants are doing really well. The autumn fruiting raspberries, which I'm experimenting with to turn into summer fruiting, well, they don't look too bad really, so maybe they're supposed to be summer fruiting and I've just been cutting them down when they shouldn't have been. This black plastic is covering a multitude of weeds, and at the back there I've got some rather healthy looking sage. In fact, amazingly healthy for given how exposed this site is to the elements. That is my compost area for this side of the plot. Obviously my olive tree hasn't survived as happily, but you know, ho-hum, I'm sure it'll pick up when the sun arrives. Well, the sun has arrived today, hasn't it? It's gorgeous. So I've emptied the parsnip bed. I've left one there to go to seed. I'm going to collect the seed this year and see how it does. There's that area there that needs weeding, and then I've got some mulch to put on it. The purple sprouting still aren't sprouting, but they have grown a bit in height. And in this bed I've pulled out the cabbages and put in some baby onions. The broad beans are growing, so I guess that's fairly soon. I need to stake them up. Garlic is looking very happy. I sprinkle some chicken shit in its general direction. It seems to have liked that. I've got some more broad beans growing here. The large ones are the 2 that survived the winter, and then I've got some baby ones that I planted earlier on in the late winter. This bed is just standing empty and waiting again to see what I might choose to put in it. The pond actually seems a bit happier. It has been raining a bit more lately. More compost bins. Beds waiting for potatoes. I actually know where I'm going to put in those 2 beds. As I go up to the top here, on this gloriously sunny spring day, I don't know if you can hear the bird song. It's lovely over the top of the A64. I still have some cabbages left, and I've planted some onions in between the strawberry plants, and then I've planted 2 rows of onions there, and I'm planning to plant 2 more rows there and then cover them with a bigger net so they actually have air and space to grow happily. I have to cover them with nets because we have onion fly which lays its eggs and spoils the bulbs. So it's a bit sad that I can't let it catch the most of the air and the rays of the sun without hindrance of a net, but that's the way we get onions. And can you see the sky? Isn't that just gorgeous? It goes on forever. So happy days down the plot. This is the end of March. We're set for a week of rain, if not 2 weeks, so I'm glad I've managed to get down while it's sunny. And I'll be back to say hello again in April.